In this lesson, we will see how to use CSS for text formatting. First of all, remove the code of the previous section and save it in the CSS folder as css-text.html. First, creating a heading element that says this is a heading. Then create a paragraph element with the text, this is a paragraph. Then in the style element, use the name selector to select H1 element. To color a text using CSS, we use the color property. Then set a value, for example, blue. Save the code and load the web page. We can see the heading has become blue. Let's use the same way to color the text of the paragraph. Using the name selector to select the paragraph element and applying green color. Saving and reloading it. Now the paragraph has green color. Coloring text using CSS is very easy, isn't it? Now create two more headings, H2 and H3. Now we are going to apply text align property. Text align will be center for H1 element. Text align is left for H2 element. The H3 element will be aligned to right. Save the code and reload the web page. Here you go. The headings have been aligned accordingly. Now search for lorem ipsum. Go to the first result and copy a paragraph from here. Close the tab and paste the paragraph here. Now we are going to apply some style to this paragraph element. Let's start by setting height to 200 pixel, then width to 200 pixel, then 10 pixel padding. After that, 2 pixel solid gray border. Save the code and reload the web page. The height is not enough for the paragraph. Let's remove the height for automatic adjustment. Now it looks perfect. The purpose of creating this style is to introduce text align justify. When we use text align justify, we get these properly aligned lines. Moving on to text decoration property. We can set text decoration underline to get a line under an element. Or we can use overline to get a line on top of an element. And there is another value named line through, which will pen through the element. Save the code and reload the web page. Here is the underline, here is the overline, and here is the line through effect. Now we will focus on text transformation. Sometimes it is necessary to transform the text into uppercase or lowercase or capital. To do it, we use text transform property. To convert all letter to uppercase, we use uppercase. To convert it to lowercase, we use lowercase. And to convert the first letter of each word into capital, we use capitalize. Let's save it and reload the web page to see what happens. All of the letters here have been transformed into uppercase. These letters have become lowercase. And here each word starts with capital letter. Let's remove this text decoration to have a better look. Now we can see the effect of text transformation properly. Sometimes it is necessary to add some indentation at the beginning of paragraph. Before using the indentation, let's change the width from 200 pixels to 400 pixels. We can add the indentation by indent property. Let's give it a value of 30 pixels and see what happens. Here we've got a nice indentation. If you ever want to increase the space between letters, you can use the letter spacing property. Let's set it to 4 pixels and see what happens. The spaces among letters have increased. Now let's put -4 and see what happens. See, the letters are overlapping with each other now. Let's keep the letter spacing 1 pixel. It is possible to change the line height using line height property. Set the value to 1.2. The line height has increased. Let's set it to 2. The line height is now double. If we use 0.5, the line height will be half. Let's keep the line height to 1. If we need to increase the spaces among words, we can use word spacing property. Let's use 10 pixels here and see what happens. Here we can see the distances among each word is 10 pixels. The next property we are going to learn is text shadow. The value are 2 pixels and 2 pixels. This 2 pixels means 2 pixels shadow along with this direction. And this 2 pixels means 2 pixels shadow along with this direction. Let's save the code and see what happens. We can see the shadow of the text here. Let's change the size of the shadow to 5 pixels. Now the shadow has become larger. We can change the color of the shadow by writing the color value here. Let's use gray color for the shadow. Save the code and reload the web page. The shadow has become gray. The shadow looks good when we add some blur effect. Let's set the blur effect value to 5 pixels. The shadow has become smoother. If we change it to 1 pixel, the shadow will lose the smoothness. Let's use 10 pixels. Now it looks really good. We have covered enough about text formatting using CSS. Let's see what we have in the next lesson.